My MacBook is bricked. So let's make a video on it. Yeah, my 11-year-old computer just stopped working. I just finished up making a video on iMovie and exported it, and so I airdropped it to my phone. I figured, okay, while it's airdropping, I'll open a Chrome tab to watch a video, and then all of a sudden my computer froze, and it couldn't move anything. Luckily, the airdrop did get to my phone. That was my social media video that I posted a couple weeks ago. That was the last video I posted on that MacBook Pro. But anyway, it was just frozen, and I tried to power it down, and then when I powered back up, it brought me to the login screen. When I typed in my password, every time it gets to 25%, it just restarts the whole computer. It makes me try to log in again. And so I did that several times, and it just wouldn't work, and it says that there's a problem. So I contacted Apple, and you guys might be saying, "Oh, Riker, why don't you just use internet recovery?" I did, bro. I tried everything. Even Apple support couldn't help me. They told me that I'd have to bring it to Apple to get it fixed. And I thought to myself, I was like, I don't know how much they're going to charge me for any of this, but it's going to be, I'd rather just save the however much I'd have to spend to get an 11-year-old computer and save that money and spend it on a newer computer instead of just worrying about this 11-year-old computer. Because obviously, I don't even know what they could fix. Do you think Apple has computer parts for an 11-year-old computer? I don't think so. They'd have to order some. Interesting part about this whole story, though, is later that night, John Prosser posted on Twitter and said, "A surprise tomorrow." And everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, new MacBook Pros tomorrow." And I was like, you better be kidding me, Apple. Did you just brick my computer so that I would upgrade to the M2 Pros? Because I'm going to do it. Just kidding. No, I couldn't. I don't have the money for that, you think? But it did make me think, though. Is Apple really breaking my computer just so I can upgrade? I'm a 17-year-old kid. I don't have the money for that. Even though my dream computer is an M1 Pro MacBook, which is $1,500 now. Ooh. And so then when Tuesday came, I was like, I had to make a video and post something. So I was like, okay, I just had to edit off my phone because I don't have a computer to edit the video on. So I quickly edited the MacBook Pro video that you saw a couple weeks ago and posted it right off my phone. That was a pain. I hate doing iMovie on my phone. And so after that video was done, I realized that the iPhone 6s video that came out a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, I don't know when you're watching this, that video I had also filmed, but I didn't have any way to edit it. So I was like, well, I have this video here. I could try to edit it on my phone, but that was actually one of my best reviews ever because like the photos and like all that, I don't even think my MacBook Pro could have handled that. So what I did is I borrowed my stepmom's MacBook Pro from 2019, so it doesn't have Apple Silicon, it's still Intel, but it was so fast. I was blown away on how fast it was. And it's a 4-year-old computer, and it's not even Apple Silicon, so honestly, Apple Silicon must be miles faster than that, and that's crazy, I feel. I'm gonna go have to ask after I finish filming this video to go edit it on that computer again, because, I mean, I don't have any other Macs in my house besides, I mean, this Mac Mini from 2005, but I'm not, you think you could edit on this in 2023? So then I edited the success video and posted it, and it came out last week, I think. This video is coming out, I think, gonna be the 7th. But it did make me beg the question after I edited and posted that success video. Do I wait until I have enough money to buy a refurbished M1 Pro, MacBook Pro for $1,500? Or by the time I have the money, will be too old? Do I need to buy M2 Pro? That's my second option. And the third option is, do I just buy the Intel MacBook Pro from my stepmom? So I don't know how much she's gonna want me to pay for it if I buy it, but the trade-in value is $515, so I'm assuming it's gonna be $515 or more than that. So is it worth that at that price? Please tell me in the comments. I really don't know what to do. That's one of the main reasons why I made this video. I guess I'm done with my little ramble here. I guess we'll actually just review it now. My computer came with a 2.5 gigahertz dual-core Intel i5 processor with 16 gigabytes RAM, which I upgraded. It had 4 gigabytes RAM and it was slow. So I spent another $100 after so the computer was $150 and then I spent another $100 just to get it 16 gigabytes RAM. So this was a $250 laptop. And it has a 512 gigabyte hard drive. I didn't switch it out for an SSD because I am not the one to take the time and transfer a whole version of like macOS on an SSD. I feel like that would take too long. But that computer is slow in 2023. I only got to make 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 videos that came out this year on that computer. But it's still, whatever, 2022, 2023, it was slow. Apps always take a minute to load. If I open iMovie, it will take like 2 minutes to load. Messages and settings, they're faster, but that still takes like 30 seconds, which is like still like slow for this day and age. And then whenever I have it export a video or whatever, it is really slow. Even just like when I just haven't posted or I'm just editing, I'm trying to play the video, it's just slow. So But once it's exported and I can just watch the video from QuickTime, it is kind of fast and it's not really buggy, so I'm not too worried about that. But whenever I'm editing in iMovie, it's always running the fans all the time just to keep it smooth. And honestly, AirDrop, I don't know how I could survive without AirDrop. Plugging my phone, AirDrop saved that computer. It's what really helped, because AirDrop is the best thing about the Apple ecosystem. Now, with its displays, trackpads, and keyboard, the design is pretty old. It is really thick and it is really heavy. I usually put it in a backpack just so it makes it easier and I don't have to hold it all the time, but it is heavy for this day and age. The display is 1280 by 800 pixels per inch, which is okay. It's better than my school computer, so that's for one thing, that's pretty cool. The next generation of MacBook Pros came out the year after, and it had a Retina display, so it's gonna look like way better than these, but I don't think any of you guys want to buy an 11-year-old computer anyway. So the keyboard is really nice. It has really great travel. It's the best travel I've ever seen in a computer before. It's better than my school computer. It's better than that 2019 Intel MacBook Pro that I'm probably going to edit this video off of, hopefully. It is the best keyboard I've ever felt. And the trackpad is okay, but anything from 2015 onward is going to be way better because it's going to have the haptic trackpad, which is, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how amazing it was until I was having to edit an iMovie with the success last week. On the port section, there's a lot of outdated ports. There is a MagSafe 1, which is the only way to charge it, so I guess that one's not technically outdated. And then there's Ethernet, FireWire, Thunderbolt 2 or 1, I can't remember which one, and then 2 USB-A ports, an SD card slot, and then a CD drive. So the SD card reader I used to use a lot when I first got this computer, but I kind of stopped using it because I stopped filming my videos on my GoPro. And then the CD drive I actually used more than I thought I would. I actually just put some of the CDs I have and I just put them in and I just watch a movie on my computer. Most of the other ports besides MagSafe are kind of pointless. I mean, I have used USB-A a couple times when I'm like charging my phone, or maybe sometimes I need to export a file through USB-A. But honestly, man, USB-C in a few years after this computer was like a right decision. I don't have a current footage of the webcam or speakers because it's bricked. So if you really want, you can actually check out last year's video. I'll have a link in the description below. It kind of goes over some more in-depth of a review. It compares right to my school computer. And so that's a fun comparison I did last year. I'll have that link in the description. With that said, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace out. Now, I gotta sell that computer for parts.